All right, guys, it's Monday. It's not a typical Monday because we had, surprisingly enough, we had a really good weekend. And the only reason that it was a surprise is because I live in Kansas. We drove to Tennessee on Friday night. We left here at 2 o'clock, didn't get there our time until 1:30 in the morning. Tennessee's time, 2:30 in the morning. 11 hours, a little over 11-hour drive. A lot of construction down 2 or 3 main highways. They'd have it shut down for miles on end, just one lane. Struggling to get down there late at night, getting beat up in the 450. But we took the Commander with us. We were gonna take the four-wheelers. We decided to do the Commander. I'm glad we did, because we went to Rock. I think it's in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. It's a pretty awesome place. I mean, that's about all I can say about it. It's pretty awesome. If you haven't been and you're into that stuff and you're close or you want a vacation, I would highly recommend it. We were there one day and me and my wife had so much fun. We went to the hotel and we crashed. I mean, it wasn't super eventful. We went up and rode a couple trails and went to the top of the mountain. Thank you, Jeremy, for having us out. Speedminder Jeremy invited us. I needed to go get a couple things, so it was kind of a win-win. It saved me a little bit, maybe in freight. There was a lot of fuel. 450 like to drink, running 75, 80 down the highway. So, but we went and got a couple things. So we got my new rake. It's a 24-inch rake. I guess I'm not doing very good. I was gonna unbox what else we have. Usually I have a tape measure, but from times in past, you guys should trust me. I don't know, that looks like 3/4 actually. I was gonna say that was 5/8, but I'd say, you know, 3/4, 1 inch, or maybe 5/8. We'll measure it if you guys want. There's 3/8. Now this is it's thick. I don't know, 1/2 inch. That's probably 1/2 inch. Let's get a tape measure. I don't want you guys thinking that I'm fibbing you or something. Let's just see what the heck it is. If we're doing a review, we need a tape measure, because that's how I review stuff. We'll measure it with the tape measure that's in the other door. So hang on. Let's get the tape measure out of the other door. Let's talk about Windrock. So we were gonna sell the Commander. Well, I'm getting the tape measure. We were gonna sell the Commander just because I don't have time to ride it. Within about an hour out there, my wife said, hey, we can't sell this thing. She's never really done a whole lot of that type of stuff. I used to when I was younger, but it's back 20 years ago. I used to build trucks and all that, and we'd go out in our trucks and our Jeeps, and we'd go to a place somewhat local here. It's about 3 hours away, Tuttle Creek. It's pretty awesome, but it's no Windrock. Anyways, let's get back to the rake. Like I said, inch. That's probably 3/4. There's 3/4. What are you? 3/4. I mean, I'd call it 3/4, or they might call it 5/8. I mean, it's in between 5/8 and 3/4. There's not a plate there, so I'd call it 3/4. What else you want to measure? That's 3/8. The webbing down here, 3/8. She's a thick girl. I mean, it looks pretty nice. 24 inches wide, I believe. Let's see what it is. 24 inches wide. And since I have the Glorious, it's not Glorious, but I have a tag thumb. It does match up. It goes in between, like those guys right there. It comes up and it lands like right here probably. But anyways, there's the tag rake. Thing is nice and beefy. I guess it did come from Georgia because it's got the Yanmar sticker on it. Tag is the authorized attachment supplier or whatever, or one of them. I think Strickland is also. Strickland is their, I'm doing air quotes with all my stuff being held. Strickland, I think, is their heavy duty version, and Tag is their just general purpose stuff. But anyways, I think I'm gonna like it. We'll see what it does. Let's see what else we got here. What else do we have? Let's cut this band strap. What do you think it is, guys? I've talked about it. There's another band. Cut both of them. It'll come off easier to cut both of them. What does that look like? Any guesses? Any guesses? Ta-da! Here we go, ladies and gents. We have dun, 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 the counterweight for the 50. All right, that thing's supposed to be like 400 and something pounds. I was told to wait until I see the counterweight, so I don't know if they did something to it. Let's see. Oh yeah, that's heavy, but I want to see what they did. All right, we're just gonna have to pick it up. We've got a box of stuff. I mean, I could probably pick it up, but I'm afraid I'm gonna flip it over. This is supposed to have our hook in it and our bolt kit and all that. I'll show you guys what all you get. Ooh, get a new Yanmar sticker. That's exciting. Get some new reflective, little reflective deals. And then got some big bolts. I did find out that a 50 and 55 counterweight is different. That's kind of nice. They have everything packaged individually. Huh. Not what I expected to see. I just expected to see 2 bolts and 2 washers. So 2 more bolts. So we got 2 little bolts, 2 big bolts. You got 2 really big, thick, crazy washers. I'd assume we know what those are for. And then our hook, a little hook deal that you have to bolt onto it. That's where you bolt onto it, say there, and then you pick it up with that guy. I thought they had an eyelet that screwed into that, but maybe not. Pull the little rubber plugs out. I'll show you guys. We're just going to totally go through doing the entire install. Literally on the Yanmar group, I saw it and didn't really comment on it at first, and Jeremy saw it and he sent me a message and he said, "Hey, I bet you we know somebody that's put one of these on next week." I said, yeah we do. So anyways, big giant thick washers. Holy cow, it's like 1/4 inch thick. All right, there's that. These are a mystery, but I think I know what's going on. Obviously these fit these more than likely. So what I'm guessing is the back of the machine's not threaded, and these probably sitting there and you run your bolts through. Let's look. I didn't even look for destructions. There's probably some with that sticker, but the Yanmar's already sitting out because well, if I can get this open, okay, let's see. That's what it is. See my finger? Boop. There we go. Boop. We'll keep him, little babies, and we'll get this thing bolted on. So give me a minute to get set up and we'll get her bolted on to where we can get the counterweight on the 50 and see what it does. Hmm?
Did we not hold her teeth right?
Probably not.
I should have.
Probably not.
Huh?
It doesn't come all the way back, but I'm just gonna.
Chris, why that didn't work? Maybe we didn't hold her tongue right. You know what? I bet if we would have had a couple pins, a couple drifts or bars to stick in that hole, that would have went right. That's not only to take it off and on, but it's also kind of a emergency type deal. I mean, to hang it there in case something broke or got loose.
Yep.
Not bad.
Yep. Doesn't stick out very far. I mean, we'll measure it.
It looks good.
I'm into measuring stuff for guys because they're always like, how far does that stick out? I don't know. Let's check it with a tape measure.
Not bad. 2 inches?
3. Yeah, it's 3.
Yeah.
Sticks out 3 inches.
That's not bad.
So, God, man.
Yeah.
There you go, guys. There's counterweight on the 50. We'll see what it does.